Empire is starting to question our authority and whatnot based on the fact that we don't have that. So let's keep that under advisement.
We just have to consistently stand our ground and stand united, but be respectful.
Indeed.
Well, once we end up...
We're not holding some form of rebellion here. We are simply stating bluntly, your taxes were decided by a vampire with a gambling addiction, as you said.
Right.
Fix them. We will not have Dawnstar paying 18,000 septims in materials on top of the increase to the septim tax. No, that's not acceptable.
Absolutely.
That is actively strangling Skyrim for all of her resources and money.
Pound sand.
It doesn't serve the Empire either, since if they strangle us, we cannot pay them.
Exactly.
You must give them a little bit of an assertive tone. Whenever they come into Riften on Thursdays, all of the Legionnaires are forced to wear trousers only as part of our Trousers Thursdas holiday, and they but comply. So you can get them to comply, my friend.
That's magnificent.
I know that both Pin and Einar have border disputes with our friend Frank.
If you don't mind, I will go first.
Do you want to wait till Dar's back with the map or whatnot?
That's fine. I really don't want to dispute the border itself. I would just like to... essentially, if we're going to permit to clarify borders through dialogue, then Riften wants to clarify practical control and some historical use and security needs through dialogue. So we're going to let the map stand as is, obviously. I'm not going to contest that. It can say East March. But I want the record to also say that Mistwatch's history and location justify a cooperative security use that satisfies my concerns and strengthens both holds. I just want to say that previously Mistvale Keep, which is our hold, our hall, it was in conjunction with Mistwatch. This property was controlled by Jarl Isilda prior to the war and was promised to the Vigilance of Stendar. At some point...
I don't think that was controlled by her. I don't think that ever was.
We had begun moving them into it, and there was an issue, and we had to temporarily place them into Darklight Tower. It was only supposed to be temporary that they were in Darklight Tower. I'm not sure originally what the purpose was of the temporary holding off, but we do know that I was present when Jarl Isilda and the Jarl of Windhelm at the time relinquished or made the formal, essentially dual control over it. And that there was an agreement placed that the property would not essentially belong to either, that the vigilance would be stationed there in order to address supernatural concerns. I wish to see the same. We've done many patrols through the area, and due to the heightened security concerns with supernatural issues coming from both the north and also our western fronts, we wish to just strengthen. Dawn God is but our neighbor to the east. To the west, we are but secure, but north, we are seeing Gabius essentially march through to Shore Stone from East March on a regular basis. So we want to place on the record that we're going to petition for special use security arrangement regarding Mistwatch. We're not asking to redraw the map or seize any East March territory. I'm just asking that Mistwatch be recognized as a shared border security site, and it should be suitable for use by the Vigilance or another agreed lawful force, maybe the Legion. I know that the Legion is wanting a permanent fort in the East March Rift area. But I believe that the request is reasonable for the following reasons. That Mistwatch has a prior history of Rift control through Mistvale Keep. Mistwatch sits on a sensitive border region affecting both the Rift and East March. The location can serve as a defensive and protective purpose without altering any formal ownership. Vigilance presence would benefit both holds by countering vampires, Daedric threats, banditry, unlawful magic, and border instability. Riften is not requesting any kind of tax claim or border change or property transfer or any kind of exclusive military occupation. They are but a neutral entity. We just want to state that request that it be listed as Eastmarch territory, but that is the final determination that we wish to see, that it be given to the Vigilance. I'm not sure its current use, but our patrols have seen no military activity coming in or out of it.
Okay, so I will say, Einar is, I believe we already agreed beforehand that whenever the current occupant, I suppose, dies or stops paying his rent, that the fourth Mistwatch, my apologies, will be given to the Rift, and we actually executed him a couple of hours ago. So if you could give us 48 hours to vacate the premises.
Executed him.
Yes.
You did not have to do that, my friend. I appreciate you.
Went 0 to 100 with that fort.
All right.
So
well,
him alongside Baron Bane were stripped of his titles, and he was executed on accounts of treason and inciting revolt. So if you want to give it to, I suppose, a third party like Legion or any kind of group that's hunting abnormal beings, it's fine by us. We are more than happy to help you with that. I will say from our own personal experience, if you do move in a group that tends to hunt beings such as vampires or cultists, from our own experience, it tends to how should I say this, have more of them actually move into the region per se and actively hunt the hunters, which well, if you're willing to deal with more, I suppose, cultists and whatnot in the area, it's fine by us.
Yeah, with all due respect, we are beyond. I don't think we could see more activity. We but have a daily battle. I mean, I just literally killed a lake monster.
Even I have heard some of the reports from Shorestone and the surrounding areas.
Yes,
it's bad.
I think it's going to be a damaging to the forces of evil. I don't honestly like. We are so jaded that we walk past these problems as if they're part of the scenery. It's unfortunate, but it is. We need the support of all of them. We are actually converting Darklight Tower into a location for the Silver Dawn. We have Fort Dawn Guard. Putting the vigilance at this border will greatly benefit, I believe, both holds. I know that that is true, that having the enemies of these dark forces present does usually elicit a response, but we are already occupied, if I could use that term. We have an insurgency. In fact, Gabius himself and his vampire clan are stationed directly in Riften somewhere in the hold. They appear daily, and they make shows of force every 6 hours or so, just to flaunt themselves. So the more that we can have available that fight the supernatural, the less that I have to go out and march on them myself, because I will get fucking killed at some point doing this, but I will not stop until the people are safe. But yeah, I do not wish to utilize the fort for any other purpose other than putting people in there that are going to protect Eastmarch and the Rift. They'll be able to deploy out of there much faster. Typically when we call the Dawn Goddess for vampires, but the unique nature of the vigilance is that they can address other entities like Daedra. Primarily, they assisted me in slaying the lake siren. We had lost several citizens due to that. It took about a week to kill it, but we were successful.
Congratulations
So,
on killing it.
As I must, of course, make edits to the map, this will be like Serpent's Bluff Redoubt, in which the Rift stakes claim, but the borders do not change, yes?
If that can be done, I mean, even if, yes, I'm in agreement with that. That will remain an Eastmarch property, but we will have shared control over it.
Excellent. I will note it as such. I'll just simply like change the icon for this fortress in particular to purple, as well as changing the icon for Serpent's Bluff to yellow, and that will make it very obvious at a glance as to what has changed where.
And for respectful Eastmach, if anything changes as far as their occupation of it or any other organizations to be decided to cohabitate or move in or out of there, we will make sure that we send a envoy to keep you in the loop and let you know and have your approval as well.
Yeah, sure. If you can, as I said, give us 2 days to vacate the premises, that would be appreciated.
Absolutely. We are in no rush. Since we are talking about changes and people moving into positions that will further the benefit of the future of Skyrim as a whole, I would like to say something. The Court of Riften would like to formally submit on record our petition to nominate Cobra Longsword for the position of High King. This is something that we will have to discuss sooner than later, and I know that it is coming, so I just wanted to put our position forward. In a time where Skyrim requires unity and strength and clear leadership, Cobra has demonstrated the qualities necessary to guide all of us with fairness and resolve and honor, so that is where we stand. I just wanted to, while I had the time, to put that out there.
I support that.
As do I.
I'm so sorry. I got 2 pigeons and I'm adjusting the map. I completely blanked.
Your Cobra Longsword has been suggested for High King. How do you feel about this, Darmazar?
Oh, I'm in full support of that. I've been in full support of that for a long time. The simple fact is, well, the simple fact is the King of the North. And the simple fact is,
Oh my god.
Cobra's really damn good at bringing us all together, not just physically, but in ideals as well. And I believe that's what you need from a.
Needed a what? Needed a what? We'll never know what he was gonna say.
He's such a lazy cat, he cannot move around.
He's over there playing with his crayons and shit.
He wants to move close to Winterholds just so he doesn't have to walk from Markarth. He's so lazy. I told him, why don't you go on long walks on the beach with me?
Over there playing with his crayons on his little fucking map he drew.
I'm probably going to go deaf before he comes back, so I'm just going to tell you, this scares the fuck out of me, just given what we just went through, but if you just do it the right way, please. Please.
This is the right way. This is the right way.
Yes, not marching an army to someone else's hold is the right way.
Not marching on the Empire.
Then you have my support.
I'm sorry, I
but
just
that,
woke up to marching on the Empire. What the fuck happened while I
Not marching. Not marching.
Since
Not
you didn't
marching.
finish your sentence, we were just opting to see if we wanted to march on the Legion instead to get that done.
I think we just need to get that done preemptively before anything
get it out of the
gets too crazy, you know?
Right.
Let's just get it over with.
We gotta keep the general on his toes, you know, otherwise he gets lazy.
Yeah, look, I am humbled by all of you and what you're. I don't even know. I'll address that in a minute. But in what you guys have said, and quite honestly, just like I say about my court, you guys make it very easy for me to. I don't feel like I'm hurting cats, and I also don't feel like a babysitter with certain things. You guys are all incredibly capable and are incredibly good at what you do, and honestly, like I was just talking to Pin about this earlier. We have such a good group that it makes it so easy. But I am truly humbled with all of your support and whatnot, and I can promise you there will be no Thorgil incidents and whatnot. That's I'm all set with that. I do think it would be nice to bring back the crown to Winterhold, just like in old times, because that was the golden era of Skyrim, and I think that sends a message to the people that we are trying to bring us back to when the times were good. And I mean, you all know that you have my full support and my devotion is to all of you and to everyone in Skyrim, and I've tried to make that amply clear. Not being driven by title or not being driven by, I guess, wealth and property. I really could give less of a fuck about that. We all went through a terrible time in this specific Skyrim together, and we killed it through the whole thing. And we are only like, look at the conversations that we had tonight. This would have never happened a month or 2 months ago. Never could issues, border disputes, nothing like that could have been solved in the way that it was tonight. So it's like I said, I hope I've made it very clear that I will not be a Thorgil in no way, shape, or form, and I still to this day hate leaving the Longhouse with an escort. Like I'm still just a dude at the end of the day, still just a guy, and I don't plan on changing that. Is that
Holy shit!
Holy shit, for
I'm hungry.
understandable.
Wow.
That wasn't one of my special sweet rolls, was it?
No. Does anyone else want
Okay,
the
just
speed roll?
making
I have
sure. The
about
last
Frank
guy
makes
shot
the
him
best
on
sweet roll.
for half an hour.
I mean, honestly, I'll take one. I'm starving.
Oh yeah, of course.
So is that a vote or
Sorry.
what is that? What just happened?
Thank you.
That was a sweet roll.
If anyone
Before
else
the
wants a
damn
sweet
sweet
roll.
roll.
Sure,
My
I'll take a
vote
sweet
is
roll.
aye.
God damn.
Thank you.
I'm trying to. I'm
Was
trying
that
to
a
do a sketch
vote?
of all of us.
It was on my end. I think that you've shown consistent leadership
Thanks.
and the ability to command respect across all the holds. You've demonstrated commitment to the protection of the people, and your strength and presence is not in question. You maintain unity during uncertain times. You're very capable of balancing our interests of the individual holds while preserving the greater stability. So I could not imagine anyone else fit for it.
Right.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So is that a thing?
From the Court of
yes,
Whiterun, yes.
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
Don't you need Morthal and Solitude
Yes, it
in
does
full
need to be
agreement?
unanimous.
All right, then somebody else should reach out to them and get a thing on. I'm not reaching out to them and asking that question to
I'll
them.
either reach out to Scales directly, or I'll kick Zahir and he'll ask him in the bedroom.
Whoa,
Works for me.
I forgot about that conversation for a minute.
And then do you want to reach out to Calidus as well? And once we hear back from both of them,
It depends. Kind of. I need to check a few things with Calidus. He may not be in my good books right now. Yeah, but oh no, to be fair, wait a minute, I'm not a fucking Jarl anymore. Never mind, I don't even need to worry about that shit. Yeah, no, I don't mind reaching out to Calidus.
Perfect.
is it unanimous for that? Hold on, stand by.
It should be.
I agree too. I just feel bad that Calidus is gonna have to vote on something like that with being away for
Right.
as long as he has been.
Has Calidus been away? Is that why I can't get a hold
Yes.
of him anywhere?
Right after the war.
yeah.
Yeah.
I believe he
Oh,
went
I see.
to Cyrodiil.
Oh, I see. Yeah, we may need to wait for him to return.
Well, you can take everyone else's votes and then
Yeah, just present them. Everyone else voted a certain way.
call
and
another
then there you
moot
go.
whenever you're ready to do it.
Right.
Even if it's
Ideally,
written
not
from
this
them.
early.
Well, I
Getting
was
all
gonna
the
say,
Jarls in one moot though is like impossible.
Yeah, so that's why
Indeed.
that's kind of why I have been doing the pigeons the way I have. Someone's got to volunteer for that. I cannot be the one to. That's way too Ulfric/Thorgilish for me to say, "Hey, dude, these guys want this. What do you think? I really think I should." That's
Hi guys, do you
no.
think I'm- do you think I should
Definitely
hike it?
arrange to meet Scales on such or get somebody to meet Scales. Calidus is complicated with him in Cyrodiil. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I think it would just be best if somebody wrote them
I can try to approach Jace or anybody in their court and get them to write to him. I think that's probably the best way to handle it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, just make sure that, just so it doesn't get misconstrued, that it was brought up by someone that was not me. Because the last thing I want is, yes, I do not want a fucking Thorgil / Ulfric thing.
No, Einar brought it up.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was something that we needed to speak on tonight. I just noticed that it was something that is coming, so I figured might as well do it while we're
Well,
here.
the Imperials are trying to step in because there isn't one. I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of
fair
it's
point.
become a little more rushed than we originally may have intended.
Exactly.
All right.
Hopes
Well,
and
let's. Who's writing to them, or who's tackling that?
Not
Then
it.
you, Dardar, Mazarza.
I think that kind of fits my role that I was just speaking of, so I'll see what I can do for you.
Dar, I also, on top of that, with what you were just speaking about, with what your intentions are, I most certainly see there being a thing in the High King's Court that would be able to let you do that outside of the Legion and still under a respected thing.
That's a good point. I think we should discuss that. Once everything's sorted, I think we should discuss that in length.
Yeah, I think that would be good for everyone.